Hey guys, it's Rose with Rose Likes Crochet. How is everybody doing? It is Thursday, August 21st, 2025, and I am coming on here with another yarn yakking video for the month. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot. You'll see a little bit of that in this video. And I make stitch markers along with other handmade items. You can find those in my Etsy shop. It is linked down below in the description box. So if you could go favorite the shop, give it a little heart, and favorite some items, heart those items. That really helps me out a whole lot, and I really do appreciate it. So yarn yakking videos are basically me talking about if I have any happy mail, which I do today, if I've been yarn shopping, and technically I have, and if I have any finished objects. I do want to show you some finished objects. I normally don't talk about my whips because I frankly don't want to be held accountable for finishing them if I don't like them. So anyway, we're also going to talk about random acts of crochet kindness, as well as a charity that we are all supporting called the Generous Crafters. So buckle up, okay? All right, so first thing we're going to do is some admin stuff. There is a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast, and everything I talk about will be linked down below in the description box, as will all the patterns I talk about. Go and join the Facebook group. There's 3 questions you have to answer. They're very easy. You can also follow me on Instagram. That's at Roselikescrochet. Feel free to tag me in any giveaways you see over there. And that is connected to a Facebook business page. And you can go ahead and follow that page also. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. The only other thing is the Etsy shop, and there is a spring shop link down below if you want to get any Rose Likes Crochet merchandise. All right, so we got all that out of the way. So we're going to talk about a couple things first here before we get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. The first thing we're going to talk about is random acts of crochet kindness, and this is going to be a quick talk tonight about that. I am having a contest every month this year for random acts of crochet kindness. I am picking an item out of a bag, so it's random, and if you guys would like to make any of these items and leave them around town, you can. And then if you want to enter my contest, all you have to do is send me an email. It's at roselikescrochet@gmail.com with a picture of your random act of crochet kindness for the month, how many you made, and where you left them. And then you're entered into the contest. At the end of the month, I'll pick someone with a random name picker, and you'll get a small ball of yarn, a stitch marker, and some stickers. It's just a really fun little way to celebrate that. So the item of the month for August was a star. So if anyone wants to make stars for the month of August, that is our item of the month, and it's just basically a way to put a smile on someone's face. I have not put my stars out yet, and I have a 3-day craft fair this weekend, so I won't be doing that this weekend, but I will be doing it next week whenever I am out in the stores. So that's Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. There is a Facebook group for Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. If you want to join it, they have patterns, and they have little printouts that you can use also. The next thing I want to talk about is the Generous Crafters. So this is a charity group that I found this year for us to donate to, and that's only, of course, if you want to. And they have specific things they're looking for every month, but this is a little bit more relaxed than the previous charities that we were supporting. And so if you do have something that you can't make it during the month that it's supposed to come in, you're more than welcome to send it the following month. The only exception is I am going to be done with this at the end of October. So I just ask that anything you send it in before the end of October. So we are in the month of August, and I will tell you that the items of the month for August are loveys, which if you're not sure what a lovey is, you will see that here in this video. Amigurumi, no larger than 12 to 14 inches, and Mobius fidgets. And there is a link for a Mobius fidget pattern down below in the description box. I was also doing a collaboration with a bunch of you, and a lot of, there's a couple people that have sent in their lovey blankets, so you'll see those here in a minute. For September, they're looking for winter wear, so hats, scarves, mittens, ear warmers, anything like that. The hats and scarves and cowls, you don't have to make those a set if you don't want to. So that is for September. And then October, they are looking for blankets. So it can't be like a preemie blanket. They're looking for anywhere from ages 2 on up through adults. So that is what the Generous Crafters are looking for. And then there are 2 other items that you can send in anytime through the end of October. The first one is a 6-inch granny square, and what we're doing is we're collecting those, and the lovely ladies and gentlemen at the Generous Crafters are putting those together and making blankets. And the other item is something called a prayer square. So that is a 3x4 knit or crochet, or a 3x3 sewn square. The crochet one has a bobble cross in there, but you do not have to put the bobble cross in there. You can just make a 3x4 square, and they are going to bag them all up and put the prayers in there. So you can send the prayer squares and the 6-inch granny squares anytime through the end of October. If you have any questions, just send me an email. So I am going to show you today some happy mail that I was not expecting. I went to an estate sale, so I have some yarn to show you. It was a really good deal. And then I have some finished objects to show you, and then I have a few donations for the Generous Crafters, and we'll get into that as soon as we're done showing you the finished objects. Okay, so the happy, by the way, you guys don't ever have to send me happy mail, but it's really, really cool when you do. It's like, especially when I'm not expecting it. So I got a package from Amazon, and this is from Cherie, and she actually did email me to ask me if I received it. And I hadn't been to the post office, but I went yesterday and I picked it up. It says, I have the gift receipt. It says, enjoy your gift, Rose. I think this is the book that has the flower bookmark. I have several books from this company, and some of the same patterns get repeated. Most are easy patterns from Cherie. So this is the book that she sent me from Amazon. And I am so excited. There is a bookmark on the back I'm going to show you. So crochet patterns, tips, and techniques. And then if you look on the back right there, there is a bookmark. So I am super excited. Cherie, thank you so much for sending me this amazing book. I can't wait to try some of the items in there, especially the bookmark. That would be really, really cool. And look at those that hat and those little baby booties. So Cherie, thank you so much for sending me the crochet book. I really appreciate it. You guys don't ever have to send me anything, but this is so, so cool. I cannot wait to look through it. So thank you again, Cherie. I appreciate it. So the yarn that I'm going to show you was from an estate sale. And like, I don't know if you guys ever go to estate sales, but I found this like estate sale on Facebook Marketplace, and I went over there, and it's never a good reason when they're having an estate sale, if you know what I mean. And I guess the person who lived at this property had a lot of yarn. And so the person who was running the estate sale was selling it for $1 a ball. So let me show you what I got. Hang on. All right, you guys, are you ready for my dollar deals? Some of this is kind of vintage, but some of it does not look vintage at all. So I'm just going to start by showing you the Red Heart Super Saver that I got. You guys, these were all $1 a ball. So 1 ball of cafe latte, and I have a bag right here. I'm going to toss it in the bag. 1 ball of turquoise, and I think this might be an old label. So 1 of those. And then this one is called Light Periwinkle. This one is called Real Teal. I have a bunch of these. They're so pretty, you guys. I have Bright Yellow. Before it was actually, they changed like the dye-lot on it, and this one is actually Bright Yellow. And then I have an Aruba Sea. So there's those. I have a charcoal, and let's see what this one says. Skipper Blue. Have you guys ever heard of one called Skipper Blue? I've never heard of a Red Heart called Skipper Blue. And I want to show you that this, I think this is like, it looks like a Kmart tag, you guys. It was $1.60 what they paid for it. So I guess I didn't get that great of a deal on that one, huh? And then the last solid Red Heart Super Saver I got is called Pumpkin. And this one actually has a tag on it from Hobby Lobby. It was $2.29 I don't know like what the year was or anything, but I got one of those in pumpkin. And then for the other solid colors that I have, I got this Bernat Super Value called Tangerine. And I got this Karen Perfect Match in the color Bright White. So those are all the solid colors that I have. And then she had this Karen Jumbo Ombre called Carrera Marble. It would help if I could read properly. So one of those, $1, you guys. And then I got Karen Jumbos. I think these are the same one. Baby Rainbow. Baby Rainbow. 2 of these humongous 12-ounce balls in Baby Rainbow for $1 each. Okay. The rest of these are like variegated ones. So I'm going to show you. This is, I think Heather the Crochet Witch would really like these. This is a really old vintage Karen Windtuck, and the color is called Southwestern Ombre. So I got those 2. And then there was this Karen Red Heart Super Saver in the color Reef. One of those. Latte Stripes. One of those. This one's a good one. Blacklight. Very nice. This one is called Green Tones. One of those. And then I think the only other red heart that I have here, which is perfect because I think I use this one for my stitch loveys. It's called Monet. And then there was a Big Twist Value. This is like an old label, you guys. Not that they even make them for Joann's anymore. It's called Steel Denim. And there was 2 of those, so I took both of those. Look at that old Big Twist label. This is a Bernat Premium, and it is called Neutral Variegated. So it's got like browns and tans. And then the very last one, Craft Smart. This is really old, called Desert. And there is the label on that one. So you guys, like 25 bucks for all that yarn. I mean, you cannot go wrong. So that, I mean, I didn't go to any stores to go yarn shopping, but I did find this estate sale. So I figured I would show you guys these. I'm so excited that I got these all for like $1 each. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some finished objects. Last time we did a yarn yakking video, I showed you guys a bunch of Octos. Actually, I had 2 different clips of Octos that I showed you, and I have made more since then. So I want to show you the ones that I made, and I'll tell you about the yarn because I don't have any labels, but hang on, let me go grab them. Okay, so before I talk to you about these Octos that I made, those 2 very vintage variegated yarns that I told you Heather the Crochet Witch would like, I will link her down below in the description box. She is totally a vintage yarny girl. So hi Heather, if you're watching, we still need to get together, girlfriend. Okay, so the yarn that I used for these Octos that I'm going to show you was a gift from my friend Kathy, and they were in cake form, but they were really little balls. I guess not little, but little enough where I was only able to get 1 Octo out of each of these. And there was no label. So I think it was either from like Temu or Shein or something like that. So I don't have any specs. I have no specs on them. So the pattern that I used for Octos, if you didn't watch last week, is from Lorella at the Dabbling Hook. That pattern is always linked down below in my description box. So I am just gonna start showing you. It was thicker than normal blanket yarn. So it looked just like a Bernat blanket yarn, but it was way thicker. So I actually had to remove, I think like a row or 2 from the body of the Octo. And I believe the tentacles, I had to like not have all 5 or 6 triple crochets in there. I think there's only 5 triple crochets in there. Anyway, if you look at the pattern from Lorella at the Dabbling Hook, if you watch her tutorial, she uses, I think, 4-weight yarn. And normally my Octos, I use a blanket yarn, so like a 6 jumbo, and I use a 7mm hook. So you can see that I used some scraps on this one. So he kind of looks like Frankenstein, but that's what this one turned out to be. And so I have 6 more Octos to add into my inventory for my upcoming craft fair, but I just wanted to show you guys those Octos. And the other thing I wanted to show you, because I filmed this in the past, is I made some Stingrays because I was running low on inventory. So I am going to insert a clip that I filmed, I don't know when I filmed it, of some Stingrays that I made for my upcoming craft fair. So I'm gonna put it in right here. Hey guys, Rose from the past. How are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. I am filming this on a Friday night. I have a craft fair tomorrow and Sunday, so I made some items this week that I wanted to show you. It's actually 24 items, but it's the same item. So let me explain. I have a little obsession with patterns. I don't like to make just one of something, especially if it's part of my normal inventory and I sell it all the time. And I have been running out of these little creatures. So I decided I needed to go ahead and make some. So the item that I've made is a crochet plush stingray. And the tutorial is from Teresa's Crochet Shop, and it will be linked down below in the description box. So you guys can go and check out her tutorial. I use blanket yarn with my stingrays, and I use a 7mm crochet hook. And I will tell you that out of 1 ball of Bernat blanket yarn, I can get about 12 stingrays. I also obviously use white for the bottom, so I can get about 15 or 16 of the bottom pieces from 1 ball of the Bernat blanket in the color white. So I am going to show you the yarn that I used. The first one that I did was using Bernat blanket, and the color is called Blueberry Dot. So this is what it looks like in the ball. And I was able to get 12 stingrays out of this, and this is all that I had left, so I was not able to make another stingray. I just used white for the bottom, Bernat baby blanket. And then the other color that I used was this one right here, and it is called Zing Dot. It's like a lime green, and it's got all kinds of speckles in there. So I was able to make 12 of each color. So I want to show you, I'll show you one close up here real quick. And then I will show you that they all have mouths on the bottom, and they all have the little eyes. And the one thing that I do differently on my stingrays is I actually do the tail as I'm making the stingray. I don't sew it on after the fact. So when you watch the tutorial, I believe she actually sews it on afterwards, but I include it when I'm going around and putting the pieces together. So this is the lime green stingray. He is not in any pain because I am holding him by the tail. I just want you to know that. I had a discussion with them before making this video, and they said it was fine to hold them like that. So I have 12. So there's 3, 4, 5, whoops, 6, there's 6. And then I have another, I promise you I have 12. There is another 6 right there. So I have 12 of the lime green. And then here is the, oops, the blue one. I'll show you what he looks like. There is the little tail coming out and his little smile. And I have currently sold out of all the blue ones in my inventory. I think the only thing I have left is maybe like 1 or 2 of these. And then I have a purple one also. And maybe there's like 2 or 3 of those. So the next color I'm going to try and make is going to be a purple one. But anyway, here is the blue one. They're so cute. They're super easy to make, you guys. There is, oh, and you know what I do is I do things in batches. So what I did is I made all of the white bottoms first, and then you'll have to look at the tutorial, but I made all the white bottoms first, and then I made the top parts here, and I waited to do this one until I was done with all these top parts. You know, I think I have a couple pictures. I'll insert the pictures here of how I do my batches. Okay, so yeah, I'm a little psychotic that way. All right, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12. Now, I don't sell these in my Etsy shop, but if anyone is interested in one, you could just send me an email and let me know, and I'd be more than happy to sell you one, make a listing for you in my Etsy shop. So that is it for the Stingrays. I highly recommend this pattern, the tutorial. It's super duper easy, very addictive, and they're so adorable. So that's all I have. I'm going to go pack up my car and I'm going to bring you back to the current rows. Take care. Bye. All right, you guys. So let me know what you think about the Stingrays and the Octos. I have now a ton of those green Stingrays, and I think the next batches will have to be different colors. So, all right. So we're going to get on to generous crafters donations. I have quite a few packages, but before I get into the donations, I do want to let you know that there is a project bag that I have been trying to give away for probably 2 months now. And I announced a new winner in the video last week, and that person never emailed me. So you know what? I give up. I'm not giving away the project bag. Maybe I'll give that away in the Facebook group. Maybe someone will actually respond in the Facebook group. Now I know the person who was announced actually saw the video because they did comment, but they apparently did not watch all the way through to the end to realize that they were the winner. So I'm giving up on giving away that bag for now. So I don't know. I guess maybe my advice is if there's a giveaway in a video, well, you might not even know there's a giveaway if someone announces it at the end. But I would just say watch the videos you watch from the start to the finish, because you never know where there might be a little, special announcement in there. So anywho, that's that. I'm going to keep the bag for now. So, all right, so we're going to get into Generous Crafters donations. And I have a couple of packages to show you. So the first package that I want to show you is from Diane, and she is from New Hampshire. And on her envelope, she says no cats. So I do ask that if you do want to send in donations and you have a kitty cat, if you could please make sure that you put your items in a plastic bag, and then just let me know that you have cats so that I don't open up your item, just because I'm highly allergic to cats. So I have a card from Diane, and she was one of the people who wanted to do the Lovey collaboration with me. So what that was, and I have enough people for the Lovey collaboration, but what it was is I have a bunch of stuffed animals, and the collaboration was that anyone who wanted to, they could just make the Lovey portion of it, and then that way they wouldn't have to send the stuffed animal or buy a stuffed animal, and the postage would hopefully be less for them. So Diane was one of the people who did the collaboration with us. And the card says, "Hi Rose, here's the Lovey to go with the brown bunny with jelly bean feet. For bigger stuffies, I use nylon hair ties instead of regular ponytail holders. They stretch more and are seamless. I've enclosed one made by Scunchie, which I found last year at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. Thanks for donating the stuffies. Take care, from Diane." So that's pretty interesting. So this is the hair tie that she sent, and she said it does stretch a lot. Look at that. It's way stretchier than those regular elastics. So I might have to go and look for some of these, because I do have some bigger stuffies. So thank you so much for the hair tie. And this is, so I'll show you, this is the little stuffed animal that was, I sent Diane the picture of this one and told her that this was her stuffy that she could make a Lovey for. And this is what she came up with. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's got fuzzies on the end. So I don't know what tutorial that people used on their Lovey blankets for this collaboration, unless they tell me. But I personally use the tutorial from Zelda NRJ3, and that is always linked down below in the description box. So this is what her Lovey donation will look like. Oh my gosh, Diane, thank you so much for making this for a little person. I know it's going to go to a little person. The Generous Crafters are going to dole all the Loveys that you guys send in, everything that you send in. They have places that they want those things to go to. So thank you so much. It turned out absolutely adorable. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are pretty amazing for doing that. Okay, so the next package came from Barb, and she was also part of the collaboration with me. And she printed out the picture of the animal that I sent her, and she just wrote a note on it. It says, "No cats. Hi, Rose. Here's my collab lovey. Thanks for all you do. This was fun," from Barb K. Oh, I hope that you guys have fun whenever you send in donations, because I know that I have a lot of fun, like opening up the packages and everything. Anyway, here is the stuffed animal that Barb was provided. This is what she got. And this is her lovey blanket, and it's perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am going to put this over his head, and then we can see what he's gonna look like when he goes out for donation. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. The colors are perfect. Barb, thank you so much for making the lovey blanket for this stuffed animal. I'm so excited to donate this on your behalf to the generous crafters. Thank you so much, Barb. I really do appreciate it. Oh, okay, I love them. I'm gonna hug them until I have to let them go. All right, the next package comes from Lene, and she is from Florida. And guess what, you guys? She also is part of the donation, the collaboration. This is her card. And let's see what she says. She says, "Hi, Rose. I made 2 blankets. One is made from Red Heart Super Saver Biddy. I should have stock in the company as I have so much of it, LOL." I do think that yarn is pretty. She says, "I think it may be large, so I made another one, pink and white, from Big Twist. That one is smaller. You can put one of them on the plushie you picked for me and then keep the other one for another in the future," from Lene. And she also goes by Toe Beans here on YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna put these guys down because I have new things that I need to hug. Okay, so this was the stuffed animal that she was given, this little white teddy bear. And she said, this is the one that she made with the bitty stripes. And this is the one she made with Big Twist. So you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna put on the one that you think will look better here. And I think either one would be perfect. So we're just gonna set this one up like this, if that's okay. Look at how adorable that is. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through my stash of stuffed animals, because yes, I have a stash of stuffed animals. And Toe Beans, I am gonna take another stuffy that matches this, and I will donate that one also. How does that sound? Let me know if that's okay, if I'm able to donate the stuffy with this blanket. So leave me a comment and let me know that that's okay. So thank you so much for partaking in our collaboration. I appreciate that. Okay, and the last package I have on the table, but not the last package that I have, is from Leilani, and she is from Texas. And believe it or not, she was also a part of our lovey collaboration. So I'm so excited, you guys. This is the stuffy that she was assigned, this little gray puppy dog. And you guys, this can just be taken right off, so no big deal. This is the lovey blanket that she made. This gray, it matches perfectly. So we're gonna put this over his head, and I'm gonna show you guys what he's gonna look like with his brand new lovey blanket. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here he is. Oh, he's so adorable. I just love it. Leilani, thank you so much for making the lovey blanket for this guy. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys, she also sent other items in the package. So I think it was last month or the month before, we were looking for chemo hats. So there are 2 chemo hats, and there are 2 more. Thank you so much for sending those. They're so soft. They're beautiful. We also have some granny squares. So I'm gonna show you guys the granny squares. Look at that. Oh, I'm loving those. Look at those, you guys. And there is another one. I love doing this project with you guys because you can just use scraps. It doesn't even matter, right? So here are some prayer squares. Look at that. Instead of doing the bobble, she actually made the cross and sewed it on. Look at that one. Oh my gosh, Leilani, these are just amazing. I think it's this way. I could be wrong. Maybe it's this way. Leilani, thank you so much. You donated a little bit of everything in that package, and I really do appreciate you for doing that. And this guy looks great in his new lovey blanket. Okay, the next donation that I have actually did not come to me via the post office. We have a good friend here who also has a YouTube channel. Her name is Judy, and she is from Witch Piece Crafts here on YouTube. I will link her down below in the description box. And yesterday she placed an order in my Etsy shop. Now she lives in Australia. She placed an order for 2 loveys in my Etsy shop that she wanted to donate to the generous crafters. And she didn't have to pay shipping or anything. I mean, I refunded the shipping that Etsy charged. But she ordered these 2 loveys from my Etsy shop to be donated for the generous crafters. So there is Elmo, who is going to go to the generous crafters, and then this is the branch guy from the movie Trolls. Oh my God, he's so cool. I love these 2. Thank you so much, Judy, for wanting to donate all the way from Australia and making the purchase off my Etsy shop for these 2 loveys. I really do appreciate it. You guys really need to go check her out. She is so talented. I'm gonna link her, like I said, down below in the description box. So Judy, thank you so much. I'm gonna make sure these get in the bag to go to the generous crafters. And the meeting is Monday, so all of the stuff that you guys have been sending will be delivered to them on Monday. Okay, let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, the next package that I have comes from Cecilia, and she is from Washington. And I have a card from Cecilia that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And she says, hello, Rose. Thank you for collecting all the different items for charity. I used leftovers of Lion Brand Skein Tones, which is anti-pilling yarn. The 2 odd ones, I just felt like playing with the yarn. We are in the process of moving, so I can't make more of them. I think they call it the drop stitch granny square. Blessings to everyone from Cecilia. Okay, so no problem, no worries. Don't even think about it. So I think these are the 2 that she's talking about, and she said it's called like a drop stitch granny square. Look at the gorgeousness of that. Oh my gosh. That is a very nice way to play with your yarn, okay? And then she said these other ones are the ones from the Lion Brand Basic Stitch. So I will just show you as I'm talking. And so these will stay together, and then hopefully they can find some other brown granny squares that have been donated, or even orange, because look at the orange in there. You could probably also use like a cream, and they could easily make something really gorgeous with these granny squares. Wowza. Yeah, see, look at that cream color right there. They could easily pull that out of there. Whoops, that one's folded. And we have a couple more. They're so pretty. Cecilia, thank you so much for sending all of these beautiful granny squares. I mean, look at all that, you guys. That's like half a blanket right there, if not at least a couple rows of a blanket, right? You guys are just absolutely incredible. So thank you again, Cecilia. I appreciate that. The next package that I have came from Laura, and she is from Michigan. And guess what? She was part of our Lovey collaboration, and she got the bunny also, because I had 2 bunnies, 2 or 3 bunnies, I think. So she, I think, is one of the ones that emailed me, and she really wanted to see the colors of the ears and the bottom of the feet. So you should see this blanket is huge, and I just love it. There is no note in the package that I could find, but this is the blanket that she made for it. Oh my gosh, it is just beautiful. So I am going to put it on the bunny, and this is going to be an amazing stuffy for someone, you guys. Seriously, we got to get his ears out. And then I am going to show you. Okay, this has the tag on it. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is phenomenal. You guys, there's fuzzy yarn on the edging. And she sent me whatever was left over from that fuzzy yarn. That would be great to edge another lovey, like if it's like a teddy bear or something. So this is called Himalaya Toffee. Oh my gosh. So that's what's on the edging here. And it is just amazing. Oh my God, Laura, you did an amazing job on this blanket. See, now I have to hug him too. Okay, so not only was there the lovey in there, she also sent 3. You didn't have to send these to me, but is it okay if I donate these, Laura? Or do you want me to leave them somewhere? Random acts of crochet kindness, and she did 3 little stars. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, and they're little keychains. So Laura, let me know if these are supposed to go to the Generous Crafters as like the little amigurumi, or if you want me to leave these somewhere for you. I'm going to put them aside until you either email me or leave me a comment. But these are adorable. And then she's got the little business cards in there that say Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. Okay, she also has 2 Mobius fidgets in there. And so cool. Look at the yarn colors in there. Oh my God, that would be so much fun to play with. So we've got 2 Mobius fidgets. And then I have to hold on to this guy. And then we have granny squares. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the granny squares. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Look at this one. I always think of granny squares as this style, even though I know you can do it in that style too. There's those 2. This one is kind of like sparkly. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Wowza. There's some more, and then there is the last one. Laura, thank you so much for sending the granny squares. Now I have a bigger pile of granny squares, and for sending this, the Mobius fidgets, and let me know what you want me to do with the stars. And your bunny lovey is gorgeous. So thank you so much. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, the next package came from Kathy, and she's from Alabama. There was no note in the package, which is totally fine, but all of the bags say cat alert. So I'm not going to open up the packages, and I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm going to show you guys what Kathy sent. This one has loveys in it. So I know you can see the 3 stuffies right there and that one. And that might be all that's in there, those 3, although I see something else in here, but there are some, oh, there's another one right there. It's like 5 loveys in there. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Kathy. And then it looks like there's more loveys in this package. So I see a lovey right there. And then there's some, like a little doll. And look at, there's a little, what is that? Is that a cat? Oh my gosh, look at all those little stuffies. Seriously, there's a fish. Stop it. Oh my gosh, there's a fish right there. And that looks like a heart. Oh my gosh, Kathy, there's an octo right there. And there's like a little whale. That's a little whale. Oh my gosh. And then there's a whole bag of granny squares, you guys. Oh my gosh. So there's granny square. Oh, there's a prayer square in there too. There is a prayer square right there. And then look at all of those granny squares. Oh my gosh. Kathy, thank you so, so much for sending granny squares, prayer squares, loveys, amigurumi, just everything. You guys are just absolutely so generous to the Generous Crafters. You guys are definitely a part of the group. I'm going to make you honorary members. You don't have to pay for anything anyway. All right, let's get to the next one, but thank you so much, Kathy. All right, you guys, the next box came from Jenny, and she is from California, and she is on YouTube here also. She goes by Jenny's Hobbies. I will link her down below. You guys, she is a prolific crocheter. If you are not following her just to see what she's doing, she doesn't post that often, but when she does post, oh my God, she made like I don't know, 200 hats lately. And when she makes dolls, she makes like, they're just beautiful. And she makes blankets for like her family members. She is just incredible. So anyway, I have a card here. Wow, Jenny, you are so awesome. One day I'm going to meet you. She says, Rose, enclosed are 2 dolls, 1 sheep, 1 ballerina mouse, 2 helicopters, 3 teas for you, all for the generous crafters. All the best from Jenny at Jenny's Hobbies. Okay, so she has cats. So you guys have to, she's got them all in bags. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the sheep. And if you want to see it close up, like, you just go to her channel because she is just incredibly talented. There is the ballerina mouse. So I hope you guys can see that. Oh my gosh, look at the shoes. Look at how tight the stitches are. Oh, you are my hero, Jenny. Here are the helicopters. Okay, so I know you can see that guy right there with, and like, you guys, look at the, whatchamacallits. Oh my gosh. Jenny, these are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm just in love. And wait till you see these dolls. I mean, you guys, are you ready to start clapping? By the way, I always encourage you guys to leave a positive comment down below, but like, seriously, look at this. Look at the work on this. Look at the dresses on these dolls. Look at that. Okay. Incredible. If you guys are not subscribed to Jenny, please go and subscribe to her. Look at the hair. Look at the hair on this. Now, I was watching her YouTube channel when she made these, and I've seen these on her channel. It's even like 1,000 times better in person. Oh my gosh. Jenny, thank you so much for sending them. Okay, and then we have some tea. Okay, green tea, honey, lemon, ginseng. Where do you find these? We don't have this brand here. Orange flavored jasmine. Thank you so much for the tea. Okay, we do have stash tea here. Pomegranate raspberry, but I've never heard of this brand before. You guys don't ever have to send me anything. I so appreciate it. I don't drink coffee in the wintertime. I drink tea. So Jenny, thank you so much. I mean, these are just absolutely incredible. Incredible. You're amazing. Incredible. Okay, let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, the next package came from Suzanne, and she's from New Jersey, and she wrote Cat House on there. So all of her stuff is in bags. And then there is the card, which is really interesting because it says on the back here, the painting was created by Emma. Emma is an intelligent chimpanzee and one of the most artistic chimps at Chimp Haven. A new beginning. What? Check that out. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. She says, hi, Rose. I've enclosed 4 loveys, 2 Mobius fidgets, and 3 small amigurumis for donation. I found the frog plushies at Walmart for 50 cents each in the clearance aisle and couldn't pass them up. I did remove the graduation caps to make them more generic. Thank you for all you do for others. Regards, Suzanne from New Jersey. And then she says Cat House. Okay, so here are, oh, okay. You can't even tell. So this is one of the loveys, the frog. She made the blanket for it, and it says on the tag, graduation plus. And so if there was like a little cap on there, you wouldn't have been able to tell. So not a bad idea, right? To find things and just manipulate them. There is another one. Oh my gosh, these, oh my gosh, so cute. So you found 4 of them because there is another one. And then here is another one also. So 4 frogs for 50 cents and then turning them into loveys and donating them and giving them away to charity. Just incredible. Here is a little something. So cute. This looks like, I don't know, like not velvet yarn, but I can't think of what it is. It's like a lighter chenille yarn. And it's got little, is this a frog too? It's so cute. It's so cute. And then look at these little jellyfish. I make big jellyfish, you guys. These would be so adorable though. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then there are the Mobius fidgets. Wow, Suzanne, thank you so, so much for sending all of these items. I'm so excited that you found those frogs for 50 cents. I have found good deals like that too, and it's like so much fun. All right, we got 3 more boxes, guys. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next box came from Cheryl, and she is from Washington. And it's just the cutest envelope. Look at that sticker with the little yarn balls, and it says Cat House. And then it had a little, what is this guy? I can't remember what they're called. I want to say Yorkie, but that's not a Yorkie. Oh my gosh, so cute. Anyway, so she has a cat house, so it's all in plastic bags, and she sent me a note. It says, "Hi Rose, hope you all are doing well. Here is 20 amigurumi. They are all Premier Chenille yarns, just different types. The bees are the new plushy yarn, very soft." Okay, so let me see if I can find the bees. Here are the bees. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that, you guys. And look at the little puffy wings. Oh, I should try that. You should see the wings that I make for mine. They're a pain in the butt. Maybe that would be easier. So there are the bees. She said the pattern is from Crochet by Jenna's book, except the Octos are a paid pattern and the frogs, I don't remember what pattern I used. Thank you for everything you do, and thanks to all the talented people out there for their wonderful donations. Your friend Cheryl. Yeah, right? No kidding. Okay, so here are more of the Amis. Look at, you can see the Octos there. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Is this like a little, oh, this is like a little worm. It's a little worm. Okay, so there's his head, and then look at the body. Oh my gosh, I want to make that. Cheryl. Okay, where's the pattern for that one? Because that is amazing. Oh my gosh, I have to try that. Okay, seriously, I need to know the pattern for that. I'm going to put those on the ground there. Gummy bears. We've got 2 gummy bears. These would be so easy because you guys, you don't have to put any eyes or mouth or anything on them. And I actually tried them and they turned out way smaller than this. Maybe I need to try again. Okay, so we got gummy bears, and then we have frogs, leggy frogs. I love the colors on the leggy frogs. And she said it's all with the new Premier Chenille yarn. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Look how cute. Seriously. And then here is the last one. Oh, there's ladybugs. Stop it. Are you serious right now? Can you guys see that with the dots on them? And then there is, oh, it's a little duck. It's a little ducky right there, a little chick. And then there's snakes. Oh, Cheryl, your work is incredible. You guys, there's 3 snakes in there. 1, 2, and 3. These are amazing. Cheryl, thank you so, so much. I should go check out Crochet by Jenna because I think Lisa from Happy to Hook Creation makes a lot of stuff from her also. Anyway, Cheryl, you are very talented. Thank you so much for sending these items for the generous crafters. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, the next box came from Carol, and she is from Ohio. And this is finally the second box that was supposed to come from last week. I showed, I think, a box from her also. And she said that there was 2 boxes, but I had waited a while and didn't see the second box. Well, this is the second box. She says, Rose, there are 15 sets between the 2 boxes. We love being a part of your community. All have been washed. Love, Carol, Debbie, and Phyllis. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. And then she says the Granny Stripe scarf is from Juan the Yarn Addict on YouTube. And the Granny Stripe hat is a Yarnspirations pattern from the Crochet Crowd on YouTube. And then she's got a Pebble Bucket Hat crochet pattern designed by Brianne at hookedonhomemadehappiness.com. So she sent me that pattern. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to give that a try. And then I'm going to show you the sets that she sent. So the other sets, remember, came last time. So there is one set. Look at how gorgeous that is. Here is another one. Oh my gosh. You guys, she has tied on there Proverbs 30.5. Different proverbs on each set. Look at this one. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the fringes. That's just beautiful. Look at this one. Oh, this is that red heart. I think it is. I don't know. It could be something different, but I just know I don't like this yarn. Look at how pretty this one is. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is just so pretty. You guys are amazing. I hope that, Carol, you tell everyone who has helped you with this, thank you so much for sending these beautiful, beautiful sets for the generous crafters here. Check out that one, you guys. Oh man, that is such pretty yarn. And then we've got this one. That is really pretty too. Wow, I love it. The fringe alone like takes more time than making the scarf. All right, and then here's the last one. Ooh, this is soft and fuzzy. Oh my, that is just beautiful. So Carol and friends, thank you so much. I'm glad the second box got here. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done to make these sets for the people here. The generous crafters are going to be sending these out. So thank you again so much. All right, we have one more box, guys. Hang on. All right, you guys, so the last package came from Janet, and she is from Canada, and she normally sends me a package every year for donations, and she is just prolific. So here is the card, and she says there is no cats in her house. She says, here are all of my donations for the generous crafters, Janet from Canada. So you wait till you guys see this. Don't click off, okay? So she says, hi Rose, there's just a note. I hope you and Carrots are dealing with the hot weather well. Up here we are currently going through a heat wave with temperatures in the high 90s. I'm not complaining because it's been a long time since we've had such a rain-free and smoke-free from the forest fires up north type of summer. It's been really hot here too. She says, I have lots of donations for the generous crafters in this package. I've combined some of my hat and scarf donations for September as well. So since she's talking about hat and scarf sets, I'm going to show you some of the ones that she sent. So this one actually has a note that says child size hat, cowl, and mittens. So there is the hat. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. There is the scarf, which is knit. Oh my gosh, and look at the mittens. I know you guys can see those. They are gorgeous. Okay, I'm putting those in the box. This one also says child size. So there is the hat. Look at that. Oh my gosh, and there is the scarf. Oh, this is just beautiful. Oh my gosh, Janet, thank you so much. Here, this one also says child with Red Heart Super Saver Petal Pink and Premier Basics in Burgundy. And that is one of my favorite patterns. That is a divine hat. And then she's got this knitted scarf with pom-poms. Yes, please. And then there are mittens to go with them. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. Are you serious, Janet? You are just awesome. Okay, so there's another set there. Then it looks like we have two hats. Those are so pretty. I love this. Ooh, whatever this yarn is, that's nice and soft. We have another set here, and let me see what this one says. Child Red Heart Super Saver Amethyst and Premier Basics in Violet. Ooh, there is another divine hat, and she did like a single crochet border. Oh, I like that a lot. And then the scarf is knit with these pom-poms. Oh my gosh. And then there are mittens. Look at that. Holy smackerels, Janet, that's incredible. Okay, we have one more hat set here. Here's the hat, and look at the scarf there. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty and so soft. Thank you so, so much for that, Janet. Okay, she says the turtles and the Minecraft creeper. Okay, so here is a turtle. I'll show you guys. Hold on, there's another turtle here. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, there we go. Look at these turtles. She says the turtles and the Minecraft creeper are patterns from Jada and Stitches. So there's these little turtle guys. Oh, so adorable. Here is the Minecraft Creeper, Minecraft Creeper. And she says, the dog is a pattern I got from Repeat Crafter Me's book, Crochet Cute Critters. Okay, so there's got to be a dog. Oh, here's another turtle. Look at how cute. It's like one of those African violet flowers, right? Oh my gosh, that is so adorable. Here is the dog. Ah, he's so cute. She said this is from Repeat Crafter Me. Oh my gosh, Janet, I love it. I just love him. He is adorable. This is my downfall. This is why I don't like doing amigurumi, would be sewing on like the face, but look at how gorgeous that looks. Oh my gosh. And then she says the minion bag, or as I call it, the minion Trojan horse and the mega minions, is my own design. I developed the patterns from a screenshot from one of the movies. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Are you guys ready to see what's in there? Oh, this one has a little cape. Stop it. Are you serious? Okay, I gotta show you guys close up. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Seriously, Janet, you are so talented. You need to have a YouTube channel so you could show people all the stuff that you do. And there is the last minion. I just love it. Oh my gosh, the mega bag of minions. This is so stinking cute. So cute. Okay, and then she says, oh my God, it's so adorable. All the other one-eyed monsters, the blanket yarn one, which I have a story about this, you guys. The mini monsters and the new pop-up monsters, plus the tiny dolls, are all my own design. I also included some hacky sacks and approximately 80 granny squares. Okay, so I'm not going to take the granny squares out of the bags, but I'm going to show you guys 80 granny squares. 80 granny squares. And you guys, she sent this from Canada. Incredible. Oh my gosh. So this must be 20 and then 40. And the cool thing about this, you guys, is I bet you all of these together can put together one whole blanket. Seriously. So we have all of those granny squares. Now I'm going to get back to this monster. So this is the monster she just sent. I know this is her own design because I'm going to show you what she sent me last year, because she actually sent me a similar monster last year for me to keep, and she sent me the pattern and said I could use the pattern to make monsters. And I just found that bag in my stash. So I was like looking at it. I took some pictures of it so I would know what it looks like. And she sent me some yarn also to go with it. And I was like, oh, you know what? This monster that I'm going to show you, not this one, needs to go to the Generous Crafters. So here is the monster she sent me last year, is this one. And this is the one she just sent me this year. So Janet, I hope that you are okay with me sending this one to the Generous Crafters so these guys can be buddies. So, oh my gosh, you are just so super talented. It's crazy. I'm going to show you. There's 2 shoe boxes full of stuff. Hang on. She said, I've really had fun making all the different items for the Generous Crafters this year, and I've exhausted all of my yarn stashes. Oh, well, time to start working on some fresh ball of yarn. Hope your upcoming craft fairs go well. Your yarny friend, Janet. Oh my gosh. Janet, send me an email because I would love to send you some yarn. Through a yarn company, not like through the mail or anything. Okay, so I'm going to show you. She sent 2 boxes full of stuff. And let's see here. I'm going to show you this one first. This is all the hacky sacks that she sent. Look at all of those hacky sacks, you guys. Like, this shoe box is completely filled with hacky sacks. So like there's 2 layers of hacky sacks in here. So I'm just going to leave those in the box and give this to the Generous Crafters just like that. So there's that one. And then this box is filled with little monsters and toys. Oh my gosh. But you guys, they're so cute. You have to see them. You have to see them. Look at this little ballerina monster. Oh my gosh. They're so stinking cute. Seriously? Janet, I love your little creations. I have to show all of them. Here's another ballerina. Oh my gosh, adorable. Look at all the different colors that you could use and make these so unique and just amazing. Okay, here's a doll. Look at the hair on this doll. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Here's another one. She's got braids. No way. Oh, so cute. And then we have these are the little pop-up things. Oh my gosh, with the little arms. And then there are two more in here. Seriously, Janet, please send me an email because I want to help you like replenish your yarn stash if I can. So that is it for today. Thank you so much to anyone who has donated to the Generous Crafters throughout the year. And thank you to anyone who actually donated the past couple years that I have been on YouTube to our charity that we were doing before. I am hoping that they are not overwhelmed at the Generous Crafters and that we can do this again next year. I'm pretty sure that they'll be okay with it. There might be a different cadence, but hopefully they'll be okay with it. So Janet, thank you so much. And everyone, thank you so much for donating to the Generous Crafters. If you ever have any questions, just send me an email, roselikescrochet@gmail.com. Let me know what you think of the Stingrays and the Octos. And woohoo for getting dollar yarn. And go join the Facebook group because maybe there will be a... what is that? A giveaway over there. So, all right, that's all I have, guys. I hope you're doing well. I do have a 3-day craft fair this coming weekend, so I will be pretty much unavailable. It's one of my busiest craft fairs that I have all year. So I'm sure I will see you guys next week with the results, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.